right, if you're a parent with a middle school or high schooler at home who needs some help in math and science, there's an online tutoring service that's going to help your students, and it's free.
This is cool. It's called the AskRose helpline. So it started in Terre Haute, and now they're offering it nationwide. And because of COVID-19, they are making tutors available more than ever before. So Randall Newsom was there, and he talked with them about the new hours and how they plan to make sure your kids don't miss a beat.
Hey guys, I'm coming to you from the newsroom to tell you all about the AskRose Help Hotline, and if you need some help with that homework while your kids are at home, we have just the place for you. I'm here with Lindsay Hull, Associate Director of the program. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, good, good. Trying to stay home and stay safe like you. So, of course, you know, speaking of that, we have the coronavirus pandemic that started, but you guys have been offering this service for a long time now and completely free. What's the science behind that?
Yeah, so we started back in 1991. My boss founded the program. We started offering free math and science help for students in our community here in Vigo County where we live, just because there were kids that needed help, and we're at Rose-Hulman, which is the #1 undergraduate engineering school in the nation. So we have a ton of Rose-Hulman students who are able to help, and so it was a great fit. In 1999, with support from the Lilly Endowment, we started the process of spreading statewide. So we help students from Indiana and really from across the nation. We'll help any student that contacts us. We'll help any parent that contacts us. And so now with the coronavirus, our normal hours are in the evening, Sunday through Thursday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. But with the change in education, our change in schedule at Rose, everybody's being at home learning. We were able to make some changes, and we're now also offering hours Monday through Friday from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. for those folks that are at home doing their e-learning with families and parents at home together.
There's a bunch of tutoring services out there, but what makes you guys special? What makes you guys a little bit different?
So first, we are free,
right?
Because the Lilly Endowment supports us. So that's awesome. All of our tutors are college students, so they were just doing that high school curriculum and that middle school curriculum. They're really close to it. They can relate well to the students. They're not studying to be educators. They know the math and science really well, so we train them in all of the education piece. I used to be a high school math teacher, so I'm very familiar with the education and the pedagogy, and I work with all the tutors to make sure they're doing all that kind of stuff right. So we're able to really relate to students and help them, and our tutors are where those students just were.
How critical is it for those middle school and high schoolers to get that crash course in math and science, and just to make sure they have it down? What's the critical part of that for you guys?
So what I always say as a teacher is when you refuse to do math and science, you're slamming doors of opportunity shut. And so we're in a unique situation now where it's harder to do their math and science. And so we don't want students to miss a beat in what they're doing. And so their teachers are working hard to get online learning ready for them, and we're here to support them so that they don't miss that beat, so that they still learn all that content that they need to learn, so that they have opportunities and that they're set up to be successful, whether they choose math and science or they choose something more artistic, something along those lines. Whatever opportunities they have in the future, they're ready for them.
Why do you do what you do? What makes you so passionate about this cause?
I love math. I love education. If you told me when I was in high school that I would wind up teaching math someday, I would have told you were crazy. But as I went through college, it just started to click, and I really love to help other people. I see the opportunities it can provide. I see the development it provides and the way it helps people develop critical thinking. And like I used to tell my students, you're right, you may never use math in your everyday life. You may never use chemistry in your everyday life, but you need to know it. It will be beneficial. You know, we're seeing the curves everywhere that we're trying to flatten now, so we are all seeing math all the time now. I'm just really passionate about helping kids and making sure that they're not scared of it, that they're not limiting themselves because, oh, that might seem a little scary, and I don't want to do it. And so if we say, hey, there's people here that'll help you, it's not scary, look at this, look at all the opportunities you could have because you do this.
On that note, what would you say to kind of reel those people in who are kind of just seeing you guys for the first time, wondering what you guys are all about? How would you reel them in?
I would say just reach out and contact us. What we know is that once students or parents contact us, I always say parents can call and put it on speakerphone so that they're there with their child and it's not as nerve-inducing to call somebody for the first time. But I always say reach out and try it, whether you do a call, a chat, or an email. What we know is that once students, they'll keep contacting us when they need the help and when they're stuck. It's just getting over that hurdle of trying it.
Lindsay, thank you so much, guys. We will have more about the Ask Rose Help Hotline on our website, wishtv.com. I will send it back to you guys.
Didn't know that existed, huh?
That is incredible, especially because a lot of us parents are struggling with that new math that's so different than what we learned. So here's where you can get help. Free homework help available Monday through Friday from noon to 3 p.m. through a phone call, email, or chat session. Lots of ways we can access them. Services are also available from Sunday through Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m.
Yeah, you can call 877-ASK-ROSE or go to the AskRose website, askrose.org. Tutors available to help students in 6th through 12th grades with math and science questions. I'm so glad I didn't have to teach that math, that new math.
The new math.
Yeah,
I'm sure
you have to teach it, right?
So I've been homeschooling for 7 years now. I still do the carry the one.
Right.
I carry the one.
How can you not?
I know.
Right.
That's what I know to teach. I'm sure they can learn something different
Right, and
from
they get older.
somebody else.
Buy yourself a calculator.
That's right.